Hey smokers, Drawer1 here, and today we're going to be seeing if we can factory reset an old Packard Bell. You see, if you look far back on my channel, and by that I mean not that far back because I deleted the videos at the time, but I re-uploaded them in the form of Ian's Computer Show. And on Ian's Computer Show I show a very brief shot of me showing an opened Packard Bell Legend 100 CD. Now, this is very similar in outwardly appearance to the 100 CD. This is a 406 CD, but I believe it has the same processor as the original. Actually, it might be 5 megahertz faster. It has twice the hard drive space. Don't quote me on the RAM, but it's very similar to the very first computer I ever used. And it looks like the first computer I ever used. The only difference is that the 100 CD was a bit taller and allowed for two 5 1/4 bays. So luckily the friggin' sticker is still on here somehow. I believe that the 100 CD had a 70 megahertz processor. It had a 420 megabyte hard drive, and yeah, you get the idea. I don't actually remember what happened to the old case components. Back in 2007, I was constantly tearing these things down, swapping parts around, trying everything I could to see what I could get working, and so in the scuffle, everything went. Now, what this says on it is that it has Packard Bell Navigator designed for Windows 95. Now, that's a little bit of a problem because the original 100 CD came with DOS 6 and Windows 3.11. So, obviously we don't want Windows 95. This machine is a little too new for us. But it's so similar to the 100 CD that I believe that if I were to use the same factory reset boot disk software that I still have, we'd have no problem at all. Now, I believe that when it comes to factory reset disks, they check the hardware. For example, I tried to install Gateway factory reset software, and it looked at the BIOS and said, oh, this isn't Gateway. So, but when I had an actual Gateway laptop, and it's like, oh yeah, no problem, even though it was for a totally different computer. That's literally all I'm going off here, is hoping that it will accept the factory reset. And maybe it doesn't even look for that. Maybe you could factory reset any computer as a Packard Bell, and they'll just be like all fine and dandy. I've never done this before, and we're going in blind. So let's go ahead and find that disk first. Is this it? It says 100 on it. I'll set it aside. Well, unfortunately, I still have this shit, so if we do actually get this up and running, it's frigging possible to recreate fucking hell on Earth, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, well, I knew where these were. This is something I've had for a very long time, and as you can see, multimedia CD restore diskette. So this is meant to boot the computer so that you can see the see, it says master CD 170210. So does this have 170210 on it? No? Fuck. So the rest of these floppy disks that are in here are like to reinstall MS-DOS and Windows 3.1. Unfortunately, the DOS got fucked up on that. No big deal. I've got CDs that can install that, no problem. But we're still in the pickle of we still don't have that CD. So it's time to go on archive.org to see if we can find master CD 170210. And I'll be right back. Okay. I got really lucky. Archive.org is awesome when it comes to old factory reset CDs, and they have our 170210, not only floppy disk image, but the actual CD itself. So we're solid. I have no idea where my multimedia master CD is, but I'm getting a fresh one, no problem. We need to crack this puppy open. We need to install an SSD, right? That's what we do. Well, I've got just the thing for it. The dream combination. A 512 megabyte compact flash card and an IDE to compact flash adapter, which I should have looked on the website closer because this only has floppy disk power. So, whoops. I think I have an adapter for that, so not a big deal. Oh well. So let's go ahead and plug that in. And there we go. Now the original hard disk for the Legend 100 CD was 420 megabytes. No joke. That is how big it was. This is the original hard disk from the 100 CD, the first computer I ever used. I still have the drive. 428? 428? Yeah, close enough. I mean, they use it in the advertising that it was 420, so. Besides, actual formatted capacity less. The CD in question has more data than would fit on the drive, so on that machine. So we got to crack this thing open. Ah. Hard disk is right there. Holy crap! That is a long sound card. Okay. There we go. Like that. I want to check to make sure there's not something on here already. It has OS2 Warp on it. I thought I had 2 of these. What the fuck happened to the other one? Oh wait, I know. It's over here. The ultimate DOS machine. I guess I could erase OS2. I mean, it's not like it would boot up on this, right? Well, let's go ahead and set this aside for now. I have another solution. I recently made a rather important purchase just for this very reason, so I wouldn't have to keep rationing my existing compact flash cards. Pick a card, any card. Yeah, that's right. I got 5 4 gigabyte compact flash cards. So it'll pretty much cover any and all needs between, really old shit and, being able to at least install Windows 98 if needed. And then beyond that, I'd probably just get something else to use a adapter or something to use a SATA drive. But I mean, this is for some old shit. So why don't we just use one of these that I just freshly bought? It was on eBay, so hopefully it works and is good. And for old time's sake, have the original Packard Bell keyboard and a Packard Bell mouse, which sucks intensely. Now I'm still going to boot it up though, because it does need to boot off of this. Oh, already got screen here. That looks familiar, doesn't it? 16 megs of RAM. It's probably trying to find the drive right now, and it might not like it. And it really might not like the drive. It should have at least read from the floppy disk by now. That's a sign that something's not hooked up right. Okay, so the red just says it's on, and the yellow just says that there's a master present. Let's try unplugging it and see if it'll do anything different. Make some progress now. Non-system disk. So that means I have to write a floppy disk image because this one is so old that it's probably failed. I've got the replacements fresh from the internet. Wait. Non-system disk or error? Error? There's a fucking typo on this BIOS. It just is not bootable. Not a big deal. We've got bootable floppies for days, boy. Ah. I just left the camera running and it just randomly beeped for no reason. Okay, now we have bootable disk. Yeah, bitch. Need to put this in. Quad speed CD-ROM drive. Alright. Are you starting MS-DOS? I have my doubts. It stopped. It just fucking stopped. I just found another boot image on the internet and imaged that onto the same floppy and it went with no problem. Now we have a CD-ROM driver as well called Banana. So that's always awesome. This and this are the same, but I want to look at what this is. Oh, shit. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Packard Bell Restore Program. Your Packard Bell Master CD-ROM disk contains a complete copy of the software that was originally installed on your hard drive by Packard Bell. Yay! Now let's shut it off. Don't fail me now. I'll keep you out of the static bag for now. No activity light. Idea. Try the 512 version. It worked. It just didn't like that compact flash card. Shit, I hope those compact flash cards I bought weren't bad. Let's try a different one. It might be the capacity. 4 gigabytes might be too big for this motherboard to address, and so 512 megs is a better option. Nope, it got stuck again. So crap, 512 megs is what I'm going to have to use. And all these extra ones I bought are going to be mostly useless for this application. So shit. So I should probably get more of these. But before we do that, I'm going to image this, so in the event that I want to actually use OS2 Warp again, we'll still have it, so. Alright. Hard disk already detected. Let's start with this. You're about to format your hard disk. Yes, formatting hard drive. It's done already. Formatting things, formatting things. 100 CD. There we go. Restore hard drive contents from the master CD. Yes. Yes. The question is, what? There's no way it's done already. It didn't do anything. Probably because it's looking for D. So now I have to manually set this to D. D. Restore hard drive master CD. Yes. Yes. No! We were fucking so close. Okay, I'm back after a couple of days. Was not working. I was just not getting it working. So whatever. The problem I was running into is that this floppy, which is actually this floppy, this okay, this flop, what the fuck? So for this floppy, which is actually a clone of this floppy that I got off of the archive, has a file on it that starts the restoring of the PC, which presumably pulls files off of the multimedia master CD. So this is intended to be bootable, and it has its own auto exe cbat and config sys file that enable high memory so that the program can start, the restore program can start. Unfortunately, whenever I tried to make my own disk to make that work, it every time I tried to load that file after this was loaded into memory, it said there's not enough memory available. That means the high memory area hadn't been figured out. This already has that figured out, so that means we should just be able to use this to run the Rest HD program, and then it'll look to this. This didn't have a version of MSC DEX that could see this CD drive. We're getting really bogged down in this here, but basically this could see the CD drive but couldn't support the memory. This one could support memory, but it couldn't see the CD drive. Oh my god, it's so simple. It's really simple. This whole stuff is simple, but on Drug 1 it becomes complicated, and I become stupider by the second. the Auto-exe CBAT from the Ultimate DOS machine has a lot of shit in it. And most of the stuff you won't be able to find because the hardware is just not present. Some of it might work, some of it might not. But we do... I don't even know if it can see the CD drive. That might not even be set up on this one because the Ultimate DOS machine, which is over there, doesn't have a CD drive right now. So this might not actually help us, but we should be able to load that file we're looking for because now we have high memory. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand it! I don't understand DOS anymore. I really don't. Okay, but hold on a second. This file is 72K in size. So, it shouldn't be that big, right? What happens when I launch ScanDisk? Is ScanDisk too big? It's like 70 plus. Okay. Is this floppy disk just fucked? I don't understand this. It should say it's error in exe file. This shit's corrupted. Well, one of our things that may be plaguing us may be either bad floppy disks or bad floppy drive. It's been a long time. It could be dusty or dirty or fucked up in there. I don't know. But we're seeing a little bit of inconsistent behavior here. Let's take a directory reading of the original disk from the good old days. Alright, so looks pretty much the same. So let's try the exact same command. Except this one is big enough to fit into memory. Oh my god! So whatever the image, it must have imaged, this floppy's either bad or it was imaged incorrectly off of archive.org. My original floppy works, so I should probably image it for safety reasons. But, oh. Okay, so we're here. Made it. I don't know if we can actually, if the CD drive actually works. So let me actually go back to the DOS prompt. It's remmed out. Fuck. So we have D now. Okay, we do. Okay. So before, I'm assuming this didn't work because I didn't have a good DOS installation. Now I do. So now we're going to restore the hard drive contents from the master CD. Now last time I did this, it just stopped and didn't proceed. So, yes. A valid format number was not found. So it's literally a product key, which makes sense. Remember when I said that, oh yeah, OS2 Warp is on this? Yeah, it turned out that when I tried to format that using fdisk, I wasn't paying attention, and I actually somehow managed to double partition, make two overlapping partitions of two different file systems on top of each other, and if I plug this into a Linux machine, it actually mounts both partitions. Each one is 512 megabytes. You can open files from both partitions, but this is only 512 megabytes. Yet it's showing that there's a gig free. When I open up gparted, it says you can't have overlapping partitions. I don't know what the fuck I did, but that might have had something to do with it. That's now eliminated since I've cloned sector by sector the Ultimate DOS machine compact flash card to this one. I think I got it. Wait, how many numbers can you have? Okay. Shit. Oh man, that's fucking awesome. God knows, I actually don't know what it's doing. It's probably expecting the drive to be formatted, and so it's probably going to overlap shit. Because I already have a bunch of Packard Bell stuff installed on there already that it's now going to, like, overwrite over itself. This is essentially the climax of the video that I wanted to have, is the Packard Bell is restoring exactly to its factory state, which means that I can finally complete my journey into the deepest depths of my childhood and go back exactly where my computer journey started in the first place. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so basically what's going on here is we ran out of space, maybe, or it sucks. This little devil right here may have been our problem. Since we already know that it can't read from this well, when I initially tried to do this, I might have thought that this was better at reading than the original, and I was wrong. So the original might be able to just boot the machine, no problem. We can format the drive, and then we'll be okay. Okay, well this is starting to look very familiar. Oh boy, is this looking familiar, especially this the Packard. You can see that, oh god, this mouse sucks ass. So I booted from the compact flash by accident, and it actually partway worked. It's actually still bootable, still boots up to Windows. The only reason I think it worked was because Windows was already installed, and so this is just throwing a bunch of crap in the gaps, and it just so happened to be able to add some program manager entries and change the desktop background, because my desktop background previously was not this shitty of a mouse. Oh my god, this is so bad. Just want to minimize it, because I don't believe the Packard Bell image was on the on this drive at all. I definitely didn't copy it over. So that's something made it. So let's see if the good old navigator works. I haven't launched it for, okay, nope, that didn't work. That's the error I got at the beginning. So we haven't fixed navigator. The goal is to have navigator fully functional and navigatable, for lack of a better word. So this isn't going to cut it. So we know that we need to have some sort of DOS directory. It does have to be bootable, because the built-in CD-ROM driver for this doesn't work with the CD drive. Just doesn't. I tried putting my own in its place, and that kind of didn't work. So I have a modified version of this on this that allows for the CD-ROM to work. That's the only difference. Everything else should be pretty much the same. Here's Banana. Here's our drive D, and now it should launch the restore hard disk thing. Alright, there it goes. Now the hard drive is not formatted, so let's just do what it says, and let's try and do it. So to format the hard drive. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yes, it is a different DOS version than was on the thing. But did it succeed? Let's go to DOS prompt. Nope, it's not formatted. Yes. Oh my god, I need to go through another format operation. Are you fucking serious? Restore hard drive contents from master. Yes. Yes. Eric. Okay, now this should be working. Finally we got to this point. Oh my god. Doing this from a formatted drive C, and it has enough room for all of this. What happened before is it literally had, I plugged in another computer, it had 0 bytes free after this ran because I had too much junk on it. This is the final end game. I assure you now, we're there and we did it. Although I haven't booted the computer yet, but we've done it. We're there. We're not halfway there. We're pretty much there. Now, I still need to let this finish. It might crap itself. I don't really see how it can, but I mean, like, nothing can really get in our way now. There's no way anything can stop us now. And then we'll see what a first-time boot from a fresh Packard Bell looks like. Something I don't believe I've ever seen before, because I don't think it was there when my dad first set it up. Holy shit, it just beeped and it's done. Your hard drive has been successfully updated. Remove the Packard Bell master diskette from drive A. Diskette? Diskette. End game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Now the only thing I'm worried about is that it won't be able to see the CD-ROM drive, because it's going to use that same old crap. What do you mean non-system disk error? There's nothing in the floppy drive. There's nothing in the flop. Here's what I think happened, is that it did a perfect copy of everything on a drive C except for operating system files. It didn't put DOS on it. It put Windows. There's no DOS. So it wasn't entirely seamless. there was some extra work to do, but presumably if the format command had worked, it would have just, and not said incorrect DOS version, it might have had a script at the end that does that. I have no idea how this shit works. Oh, there, yep, that's what it did. We did it, okay. Alright, so now this is our first boot. Alright, is it going to be able to do it? Nope, as I thought, it won't be able to do it. Well, now that I know how to fix it, I can use this stuff. So we don't need the CD drive right immediately. I'll fix this later. Windows. Okay. Hey, we got sound! That was probably a navigator that doesn't work. Are you shitting me? The only thing I really wanted to get working was navigator, and it doesn't fucking work. Are you serious? That's the only thing I cared about. I didn't want to do anything else. Oh, let's see if KidSpace works. Nope. Does Workspace work? No. Everything that from my past is in there, and I can't get there. I think it's just called PBNav30. Little library files in it. I don't know what it would be. I remember there were these like videos that told you how to use
Workspace is like having a personal assistant to store and retrieve the things you create on your computer. Just press the right arrow key to see how easy it is to use.
Okay, so now the CD drive should work. There we go. And that doesn't work, but we should now go to main file manager. We have a D drive. Good. So, since a lot of different applications and games have been installed, why don't we try a game? Why not a little Mega Race, huh? Since it's already on the computer. And oh, what's this? Absolutely seamless. Look at that. Unfucking-believable. I gotta lock up. Or is that what it's supposed to look like? Because I think that's like the first frame of an FMV. Everything stopped. That is a small square of something. Hey, it's this guy. And wait a minute. Why isn't the movie playing? Motherfucker! I thought I was supposed to play a movie. Hey, where's all the sound? It was working a second ago. Oh god. Hope it's not one of those games where you need the joystick or something. A is for acceleration. Oh my god. I can't believe this is working. Stuff I've seen so far for Navigator is that it is the newer version of Navigator, which only works with Windows 95. And we do not want that one, we want the old one. But every time I look up Packard Bell, well, I'll check, but it might only exist on the very CD we just restored from, and there might not be any other way to do it unless we want to go through the whole reinstall process again, but I have a 1% chance of that working. That's what I would say. So, I'll be back. Alright, I've managed to find Packard Bell Navigator version 2.0, dragged the files. Damn it! There was a disparity in sizing between the two, from the one I copied over and the one that was already on there. And it still doesn't work. So I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna go to bed. Okay. I'm back. It's been about 3 months since the last footage. As you can see, we're on a different camera even. I don't even know if the sound works good. The last step that I was actually going to do to try and finally get this thing working one-to-one was to kind of cheat a little bit. While I was browsing the Internet Archive, I came upon this pre-built, pre-assembled DosBox Packard Bell 100 CD complete, meaning you can pretty much have the out-of-the-box Legend 100 CD Packard Bell experience in DosBox. He put it all together. He even included all the ISOs for stuff like Mega Race and 3D Body and all that crap. All included. And apparently the whole thing works, and I haven't actually tested it. But what I did is I took the main directory of his folder, his root of his drive, and put it onto this, and it looked like there was actually a lot of files while I was copying them over that weren't there. So whatever happened with my supposedly perfect transfer, the restore that this whole video has been revolving around, didn't bring everything over, and this now has even more stuff on it. But I haven't tested it yet. But I just copied this stuff over, so let's try and boot it and see what happens. Son of a bitch! Okay, we're not done yet. Before I decided to skip the files and not replace the files. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and copy everything that was in his pre-built thing, put it on this and see if it works. Another file copy and we should be in the clear. So I've now replaced everything that we've done so far with this guy's Packard Bell directory. I backed up the auto-exe bat and config sys in the event that those became unusable, because we went through a good several hours worth of work to get those working right. Fuck, something broke. It would have gone somewhere by now. It's impossible. I think it's impossible. I don't think we can do it. I'm a chicken out of I still have... I made an image of the drive before I made these modifications, so I can go back to at least as far as we got. We'll just have to come to terms with the fact that Navigator ain't gonna work. Navigator doesn't work. So yeah, this video has... I've been editing the most of it for a good part of the day, and it has to be one of the blandest, least productive videos that I've ever made. Oh my god. I guess we did get somewhere, because if we look at the program manager, it works. Want to play a game, it works. The only thing that doesn't work is Navigator. One of the problems could be that since this isn't technically a Packard Bell Legend 100 CD, and instead it's a 406, I really don't see how that would cause this problem. We made it this far. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I put the video off for quite a while, started working on some other projects, because I wanted to test to see whether or not the files actually worked, that the files from the archive.org upload, that a guy had repackaged all of the software that comes with the Legend 100 CD. I'm just going to go ahead and launch it on my main computer. Alright, so it is now booting. What the hell was that?
Welcome to Packard Bell's Navigator.
Well, shit, that was easy. So what the hell happened? Why did this work, and why did the other one not work? Well, there is something to look at, and before I fucking start clicking on stuff, I'm gonna, close out of this.
Welcome to the main menu of Navigator, the easy way to get to know and use your Packard Bell computer. Explore the functions of Navigator by using the mouse or the tab or arrow keys on your keyboard.
I've heard that so many times, because it's every time you booted up the computer, you had to go through that. Okay, okay, it just switches the view. Get the fuck out. Oh, okay. Totally got out. Okay, so basically, what I didn't know when I tried running his files on physical hardware is that he had a special batch file he ran. Man, I already want to beat my head against the wall. This is the Windows bat that was included. It just looks like an auto-exe bat, and it doesn't seem like there's anything that has to do with DLL files. CTMM sys. So the SB16, this is just the sound card stuff. You're not going to see anything in here that has anything to do with it, because I'm just talking about, unless I don't know. I'm just trying to think of what's different because I have no idea. Oh, well, at least I can show you the other thing. Is that if we... Whoa. Look at D. We got some stuff there. E. We got different stuff there. F. We got even different stuff there. G. Got even different stuff there. That's the 3D body CD. So it's like every single... It automatically mounts. I'll bring up the DosBox configuration file here. Yeah, Jaden Shutt. That's the guy who made this. This is the auto exe bat that starts to get DosBox running. So I had to fix this to have it directly go to the directory where I put this in. So because this was not working, it just said the drive C didn't exist. For some reason, just putting /Packard didn't work for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because I moved some files around. So as you can see, it automatically loads up Sports, USA Atlas, KAP, Knowledge Adventure, something, I don't remember what that is, Dino, Mega Race, and Multimedia Pack. Doesn't have Space Adventures here, or Space Adventure, because Space Adventure probably didn't come with this, unless that's what this is. Because it was Space Adventure, Sea Adventure, and Speed, I think we're all on one disc. That might be what this is. I really can't remember. It really doesn't matter. This is really the best way to do it. If you want to experience Navigator, if you want to experience the old Packard Bell experience, this is the way you actually want to do it. This is all set up. You already did all the heavy lifting, but you can't just drag and drop it into real hardware, because obviously you can't have this many fucking drives all in at the same time.
But I'm not done yet!
Okay, a lot more time has gone by, and the absolute monolith of a video project continues. Yeah, it's been quite a bit of time now. There's been a recent development, and that has been the locating of this binder. And what do we have on the first page but our original multimedia master CD with its boot floppy. No need to get weird stuff from archive.org. It's just everything we need. And just for reference, we still have that compact flash card installed in this baby. And we're going to go ahead and, I guess, fire it up, because what else are we going to do? It already. Hopefully that thing's not fried or something. All these background lights kind of suck. Way better. Alright, so let's just boot. And I sure as hell hope the damn drive is detected and all that. CD-ROM drive is not ready. Is that because it's not precisely the same model of Packard Bell and that's why this keeps happening? Well, it's also possible that I could have, fucked up the cabling inside the case. No, the CD-ROM drive's right there, and you can see that the hard disk is detected as well. I didn't even notice that because I wasn't paying attention, but everything we need is right there. So that's kind of fascinating. I still don't have the original CD-ROM drive that my original Packard Bell came with. That's probably why it's doing this. I was looking back at some of the edited footage. I'm not quite sure how much of it's going to make it into the final video, but a hell of a lot of it has been trying to get that damn CD-ROM drive to work as bootable. So let's see what happens if we abort. Alright, shove it up your ass. Well, this looks familiar. Also, my eyes hurt. Holy fuck. Restore hard drive contents from the master CD. Yes, god damn it. Okay, let's insert the disc. Oh, Mega Race was in there. You know what that looks like? Because it's silhouetted, because there's no other light anywhere else. The display is the sun, and then the disc is transiting in front of it. Alright, so it has no CD driver, so this is not going to work, but at least I should put it in there, because we're going to need it at some point. Well, it can't do it because it can't find the CD drive, but go ahead. Churn away. A valid format number was not found. I think this is what we ran into, last year. I believe it was... Alright, this is the password I used last time. And it just straight doesn't work. So that means that this master CD is distinctly different than the other one, which does give me some hope that it'll actually work when it's done. But at the same time, without the code, we're kind of fucked. So you could say I'm at the end of my rope, and then I don't know what else to do. It's been almost a year now, and I still haven't completed this project. Has it been more than a year? I have no idea. It's been a very long time. Well, to be honest, the reason why you're seeing so many cuts and so many jumps in time is just because the project hasn't really inspired me to move too much forward with it. Pretty much every time I tried to resume it, I would hit some sort of snag here or there, and then I just felt like it wasn't worth it, and I moved on to some other project. Now, every problem in my theory currently is that every problem we've run into so far is because the motherboard was intended originally to run Windows 95, not 3.1. It's the wrong disk for the wrong hardware. I just thought this whole time I would get lucky. But the truth is, I haven't been. We need to make something good out of this. And in fact, why don't we make it a tribute to the first computer I ever used? That is what this video is all about. This computer physically resembles the first computer I ever used. It's not exactly the same model, but it sure is close, and it's close enough to look like it would fit my original motherboard right in it. I still even have the same riser card for the ISA and PCI slots. The other machine was taller, but based on the dimensions, what I'm seeing here is it should fit pretty much exactly how it did in its old case. The dimensions are pretty much the same. The I/O is on the back. Everything's pretty much in the same place. It's just a matter of swapping the motherboard. And from that, the only thing after that is to truly reinstall the OS. Now, there is one snag, and it is this. Apparently, the reinstall disk is specifically only to be designed to run on one type of CD-ROM drive, one manufacturer. We will probably still have to use my modified floppy to make this all work. So without further ado, let's see if we can swap out the motherboard and finally christen this with a fresh install, if that's even fucking possible at this point. Take this out. Shit. I guess these just all come out together. As you can see, there's some good RAM in here that I don't have for the other one. Unfortunately, this board will take what looks like 4 slots. The other one only takes 2. Ooh, God. Because we have our BNC connector there. I won't be reinstalling that. Now, here's the other riser card at about the same elevation. You can see that it only has, or it has 2 instead of 1 PCI. I'm going to see if the pins are going to be the same. I mean, it looks damn close. I mean, I technically would be risking frying my board. I mean, it fits, but it definitely is too tall. But I am going to risk it, even if it does fry it, because this motherboard will be condemned to a life inside a box for the foreseeable future. So, we're just going to make this happen, okay? Probably don't want to put the metal bar back in because I want to make sure it works first. Alright, here we go. Holy shit. It's even slightly cyan cast because the motherboard is not perfect. Oh my god. We might actually pull this thing off. Unless it hates the IDE adapter, which it might, so let's not get excited yet. And we got two 8 megabyte modules. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we have floppy failure. Maybe I unplugged it? Hello? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we may have just seen the motherboard's last breath. But I don't know that yet, so hold on a second. I mean, everything was plugged in, and as you could see, it was working. Maybe the cables are backwards. Damn it, no. My old friend. We can't let it end like this. We can't. We can't let it end like this. We've been through so much together. So many videos. You've lived, you've been here since the very beginning. I move your processor around so much. But not really. You've survived being in the bottom of storage bins, moved around through multiple moves. And here is where you finally are laid to rest? I'm not so sure yet. Man, I am going about this troubleshooting thing the wrong way. What I should be doing is seeing whether or not the hardware is part of the problem at all. It seems like since we're having DLL bullshit going on, that wouldn't have anything to do with hardware, but there is a way for us to isolate that. Right here we have PCM, or PCM, as I read it in my head, and I have the ROM files for Packard Bell motherboard, probably not the same one, but we're going to get as close as we can, and I have an image of the post-recovery software. So basically, after I did that first recovery and it worked, but Navigator didn't, this is the state of that drive. I can't remember what I've done with it since then, but if I ever need to go back to that, I have this image. So if we look at the configuration here, PB520R, don't know if that matches what I got, but it is a socket 4. Mine, the original one that I had, is a socket 4. Pentium 60, I think mine was a 75. Might have been a 60. Doesn't really matter. We're pretty much there. I don't know if I really need to pick something here. I think I can do it with just that. Sound Bus 2.0. Hopefully that'll just work. Just everything as it is with defaults. I have not launched this yet. But, the most important part would be the hard drive. As you can see, it's the PB100CD fresh recovery install image right there. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Fuck! Hard reset. Oh, no, there it goes. So it looks pretty familiar, right? You can see the PCM hard disk there. I don't hear anything, but I didn't hear a beep. Usually I'm supposed to hear a beep. Oh, there it is. Escape. Okay, here we go. Now, it will be as slow as an original. Oh my god, is the CD-ROM device driver going to work? That's probably because of the video. Or no, that would be the audio. 16-bit audio board hardware. Okay, so I could probably change that out. I got a lot of different sound cards to choose from. Okay, alright. So that's okay. That's not. Okay, so we know that it's definitively software related. Well, I mean, I guess I could try it with another motherboard, like emulated motherboard, but my gut's telling me that that's what it was, is that, yeah, this is some sort of weird Navigator configuration thing. Okay, so I did an interesting thing, and I actually Googled the error message we're having. Yeah, something I didn't try like a million years ago for some unknown reason. But what I came up with is that the issue may be related to Video for Windows, which is kind of hard to believe because you were already able to play it back, but apparently there's some files on the system that can be corrupted that are related to Video for Windows. See these files right here? These 3GR files are what can apparently be corrupted. Are these corrupted? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out if these dates here change when I reinstall Video for Windows. I don't care if it's in German, I just want it to work. Not enough space for setup to execute. My drive's full, according to this. All I'm trying to do is just one little thing. Holy crap. Oh my god. The OCD is becoming strong. Hey, it's in English. Caused a segment load failure in module my ass. So there's something wrong going on here. There's something actually very wrong going on here. I think this may be a bad Windows 3.1 installation. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh yeah, we're gonna reinstall it. I never even thought about doing that, reinstalling Windows, because the copy of Windows they put on here is probably borked to shit. Oh my god, I never even thought about that. Deep setup. Installing right over top. Dude, I don't give a shit about network. Preferred customer. I think that is either from Microsoft or that's in there from Packard Bell. What should I put? Yeah, that's fine. 420. There we go. I'm not quite sure if I'll need to do this. I feel like all the program manager entries should still be there. I hope so. Oh my god. I'm sitting on the edge of my ass right now. The new version you're trying to install is older than the currently installed. Yes. Just in case it's corrupted. We want to replace it. I don't think that's what was corrupted, but any file that, you know... Wait a minute, why wouldn't it be doing this with a lot more files? Was this stuff just not on here? Was there this much stuff missing from Windows? Oh yeah, the clock wasn't on there either. The funny thing is, that clock.exe, I'm actually running on Windows 10. Like, I'm actually using it right now. WinMine, yes. So there's only 3 things that it could replace. There's that much stuff missing from Windows. Okay, config.old. Yeah, that looked good. Come on, come on. Come on, little guy. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck it. As you can see, I have 32 megs of RAM there. Fuck! Sometimes you just gotta reboot it with PCM and then it just works fine the next boot. What the fuck? Whoa. Don't do it again. Fuck. Okay, well, good news is that you run into a problem, just make another computer. Another computer. Asus. Let's crank it up. Oh, well, there's that Trident shit. Okay. Looking good. Well, it's not beeping this time. Although I don't even know if it can start up anymore. Probably have to reinstall MS-DOS, which would suck. Christ on a ham sandwich. Yeah, it is still poking the drive C. Aha! Boot sequence. There we go. Now it's actually accessing A. And it has a CD drive. We got banana again, though. Setup. Okay. Continue to replace your current version of DOS. God, this is so nice. I don't know why, but... Crap, it just booted from the floppy. Oh, no, it didn't. Not this time. Win. There we go. That's because of the audio board that it doesn't have. Oh, I fixed it! I fucking fixed it. Oh my god. Holy shit. I knew I could do it. I fucking knew it. Yes! Okay, so the only thing left we have to do now is get the fuck back out of this bitch. No. Wait, how do I go back to Windows? There we go. Alright, and it's still got all my crap! Yes! Okay, so the only thing I need to do now is re-image my compact flash, and then we can go back. But before we go back, we need to see if my old Packard Bell motherboard still works. So, let's take a look. Alright, here we are again, with fingers crossed. I've got the compact flash card that I just imaged. From our virtual machine. That it originated on a physical machine, went into virtual, and now it's coming back again. Now fixed with DOS and Windows reinstalled, which I gotta say is a fucking amazing way to do it. It's such a pain in the ass to do on physical hardware because you gotta deal with CDs and floppy disks kicking around. With a virtual machine, you don't need to worry about all that shit. It's all at your fingertips already in image form. I don't have to move stuff around. This is just the best thing ever. So now we gotta see if this even will turn on now. I had this at like a pretty much bare minimum config. And pretty much nothing was plugged in, not even the floppy drive. So right now I have the old riser board here. Sound card is there. Alright, let's see. Fuck, I think it might actually be dead. What a way to see it go, huh? Why don't we honor its memory and put the original motherboard back into this, and then actually get this thing booted up and working so we can truly remember it and for the impact it had on my life, for my whole life. Alright, let's get started. I did that with the power supply connected. Oopsie. We're back on the original motherboard, pretty much where we should have been to begin with. Really have no idea what was going through my head, but we're here now, and we're gonna try it. Hooked everything back up, hopefully the way it was with audio, and we're ready to boot with the original audio exe CBAT. I did fix that before off screen. Alright, let's hope that this board isn't fucked either. Yes, we got video output. We do. Okay, this is it. Escape to boot. I don't know if you can hear that. It was definitely coming through, but the speaker was just kind of sucking. But it worked. Holy crap, we did it. Why are you so muffled, piece of shit? So I maxed the volume out there.
Welcome to the main menu of Navigator, the easy way to get to know and use your Packard Bell computer. Explore the functions of Navigator by using the mouse or the tab or arrow keys on your keyboard.
Oh, we did it. Oh my god. It's been an entire year, but the whole time my brain was off. I just had to unlock something in my brain to just say like, hey, wait a minute. You just need to mess with it just a little bit. Just a little bit of off-camera time. And really, some of it wasn't off-camera. I actually did it with the screen recordings earlier. Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually did it. It was so simple, too. And here I thought I was going to have a depressing-ass video. Well, who knows? This shit might blow up on me in 2 seconds. So, when the computer first powered on, when my dad first got it, this is what it looked like, I imagine. This is the first initial Packard Bell Navigator startup. Little did my dad know that you just needed to reinstall Windows and DOS to make it work, but whatever. It shouldn't have actually done this right out the gate, but And as far as I know, the CD drive works. No, it does not. So I really don't care. I can always fix that later. So there is like workspace. Never used this when I was a kid. Names and addresses. I'm not. This is not an exploratory thing. I just want to see that it works. Was obviously in kid space a lot.
Hello and welcome to
Oh
Kids.
God. I don't remember being able to read that the last time I saw it. I remember the dude, but I don't remember being able to read that text. There it is. Everything's in here. It just works. With sound. With sound. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You know, there's actually a 64-bit version of SkiFree you can play on Windows 10. And you can play it at like 4K. And you can just see everything. And the scariest part is you can actually see the monster coming in all the way from the other side. Imagine it's just stretched out. You can see the monster coming in all the way from the other side. It's still scary seeing him coming at you. Even in 4K. I don't have a 4K monitor, but I can imagine that that would happen. Okay, that's a bit overkill. Every time? Every time. Alright. I don't remember ever seeing this. My dad must have locked it out. I've never seen the kid space preferences before on the back end security. Aha, here we go. Lock the preferences door with the password. I wonder what the password was. Weed 420 Blade 420666. Jungle mode. Or different space mode. Where's the jungle mode? Is this the jungle mode? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, this was creepy up here. Oh, yeah, these gigantic fucking buttons. Oh, yeah, this. I'm home. I'm home again. Accessories. I remember, like, going back and forth, like, no, that's not where I needed to go. Then you go in here. No, that's not where I needed to go. Utilities? No, that's not where I needed to go. Personal software? Oh yeah, this is where I had all my crap installed, but then I never used it. And then multimedia applications. Ooh, yeah, this is where... Where's 3D Body? It's supposed to be in there somewhere. Multimedia utilities? Yep, there's all my old MIDI stuff. It got me on a MIDI kick for my whole fucking life. Yeah, this is where it all started. This is where it all started. Oh my god. Well, let's put this mess back together. Alright, I put it all back together, so let's do a final boot.
Welcome to Packard Bell's Navigator.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is success. That's how my original computer booted up. As this is as close as it gets, guys. Every single time. Whew, boy. And I think there was a setting to make it so that it wouldn't go into this kind of like 3D room kind of thing. This is like a sprite. This is just like a single background. This is just like a render. I haven't played any games other than Mega Race earlier, and then that one had some problems, and there's probably some more problems to be seen, but I think a lot of them were probably due to Windows being broken and needing to be reinstalled, and then that broke DOS, and so I had to reinstall them both. So that was pretty much what fixed it. The archive.org stuff links, if I can fucking find them, will be in the description of the stuff that I used and how I got there. So I think this will finally be it. We finally finished it. We got to where we needed to be, and now I have my childhood original computer I first used as close back together as possible, and it looks great. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for sticking through the whole year's worth of this fucking video, and I'll see you next time.